So this is Frank B. Clark. It used to be called Los Coyotes when I used to ride my bike here as a kid. We used to catch bass all along there and back here, but now you can't fish there. I'm fishing with a 1970, I believe 1969, 1970 rod. Silaflex Perfection, model 216, 9 foot, 4.5 weight. And I'm using a 1979, 1980 popper I got from a place called Dale's Hackle and Tackle. It used to sit on the place where present day Bob Marriott's Orvis sits on Orangethorpe. There used to be a bait up right across the street. Now I've never caught a bass on this. I've never caught a fish on this, but I still have it. I fished it multiple times, multiple lakes, got multiple hits, but I've never caught a fish. Hook's all sharpened up and ready to go. I'm gonna try for some bass. I also brought a bluegill rod. Bought my friend Frank. Been fishing with Frank for more than 20 years. What rod you using, Frank? What is it?
Fluger or something? I don't know.
Yeah, Fluger Purist.
Yeah.
What, 4-weight? Is that a light speed reel?
Yeah.
Lamson light speed reel. Working my way around the lake. We used to have our bikes right here. Our bikes would be, when we were young, unable to drive, our bikes would be our bike rack. That guy right there running, his name is Jeffrey. He's 10. He came down, talked to us about teaching him to fish, but I don't have an extra rod with me, and I have lures. I don't have bait. But he's saying he's wanted to fish for a long time, but his dad tells him, I don't want to waste the money on fishing license. If I want fish, I'll just go buy them. But there's a lot more than fishing. And he says, yeah, he knows. He hears people talking about it here, and he sees, and it looks fun. Poor kid. He goes, where do you live? I told him, way over by Brea Mall. How'd you get here when you were my age? Rode my bike. You rode your bike that far? I said, yeah. Another lake over this way, Lumberton Regional. And over here you got Tri-City, you got Craig Park, you got Carving Canyon. There's lakes all over here. Come on. See the lure? It looks like a fish. See that? That's what you're trying to imitate. Okay, and stop right there, and then you'll recast it. A little bit faster, just a little bit. There you go. That's about the right speed. You'll see the lure moving, and that determines the speed. Different reels are different speeds, different gear ratios. But you want it so the lure is moving just like a fish. It's down in the moss. There you are. It's coming up. Okay, and stop right there. There you go. You're ready to cast again.
And then like this.
Yeah. Then you know, right? Hold that up against there. And now click that over. And now hold the other cork with your hand. There you go. Now throw it out, and release the finger. Don't release your hand, just release the line. There you go. You got it. Right on. Ooh, that halfway across the lake. Right on. Okay, click the. Okay, now start cranking. You got it. That's it. All there is to it.
It's tricky.
Wait till you try fly rod. Fly rod's even harder. I hope you get something. That would really be something. So that's spin fishing. That's a spinning reel, spinning rod.
Yeah. I don't see anyone using these.
You don't see anybody fly fishing but us. This is a fly fishing lake though. There used to be a store fly fishing shop called Mike Scott's in I forget what city it was in, over by the 55 freeway, and he used to teach class here. Stop. They made this all no fishing now. Give you a time error. When I used to fish this as a kid, he just had a catfish. I'll give you a time error, not without telling you the year, without giving you any clue other than lures. We used to fish this when the brand new, mind you, brand new man's jelly worms, auger tails, were new on the market, and they were so hot they couldn't keep them stocked. And Bill Dance on Saturday afternoons was fishing man's jelly worms, auger tails. I had a fishing vest with a Indian head sticker that said man's jelly worms. That's when we used to fish this lake. And there's a bass right there. It's my rod. And this was all fishable back then. And it was mostly local kids that knew about this lake. It was called Las Coyotes back then. And you could come in here in the daytime and pick up, I don't know, 10, 15 big bass. We'd catch and release. Maybe we'd keep one. There's a small bass right there, maybe 8 inches. Look how close he is. There he goes. Oh, there's a bigger one, about a foot. There's a bunch of them right here. Put an auger tail underneath that. I'd use the motor oil, and I had a Bantam 1000 reel, Shimano. It was a long time ago. And then from here we'd ride back to fish Laguna Lake, and then from Laguna Lake, that was lunchtime. And then from Laguna Lake we'd hit Tri-City. Then sometimes we even go further and hit Carbon Canyon. Mind you, these are all on BMX bikes. Yeah, I was fishing a vintage Silflex Perfection. Hard to find rod. Really nice action fiberglass. And a Orvis Bet and Kill 2. And on this one I had a Carbomax Shimano rod. It's a Shimano. And 2-piece. And the reel, really nice reel. Amazon Tempo. Really nice reel. Real great gear ratio. Really underrated company. 2-pound line. 4-weight. Hopper. Dardo. Acorns. I'm processing acorns at home. Frank B. Clark. So we're gonna head down to Orvis now. Show you guys what our local fly shop looks like, one of them. Frank and I were just talking. That Shimano, I've had that for more than 30 years. I've been I have fished that rod in this water as a kid, as a younger guy, not a kid, but a younger guy. Since about 90, I guess. 90, 2030, what's that, 34 years? Something like that. I've been fishing that rod a long time. This is Bob Marriott's. That Harley Davidson, there used to be a bait up right over there. They had a 40-gallon aquarium with about a 10-pound bass in it. Used to feed it crawdads. Used to ride a bike here too. There's Bob Marriott's. Used to be Dale's Hackle and Tackle back in the 70s. Here's their fly selection, how they do it. Scuds, jig nymphs, midges, mayflies. They really cut down how they used to carry. They used to have 10 times this amount. And now you can sell your rod and reel on consignment with them. They got some really nice rods and reels back there, older ones. Here's the saltwater, these clousers. These orange clouser, And a chartreuse clouser. Used to get halibut on these at Cherry Beach. Mid-October till mid-November. I'll give it a shot this week. There's the owner. Here's some of the reels. Look at that T-bore. This thing is so light. Riptide. It comes with the nameplate. They put your name on here. I have the next size down. Able. Oh, it's T-bore. $6.95. Hardy har. Able Super 8. These are real on consignment too. Look at that. There's some nice ones.
What's that brass one there?
Can't tell. I like this one here.
Been away from this for a long time.
Rods and consignment. Bamboo. I like that 150, but it's missing an eye. Got some neat stuff here.
Are you looking for a particular?
Look at this. Old guy fishing. You don't stop fishing when you get old. You're old when you stop fishing. Old sees himself in the water as young. That's actually true. Neat store.